It's November 4th, guys.
You know what that is?
It means it's our first episode in November.
Yeah.
Which means it is finally Sweet Potato Awareness Month.
Sweet Potato Awareness Month. Actually, Sweet Potato Awareness Month.
Yeah.
I keep looking to see it. I'm like, that's not really a thing. And it really is.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, sweet potatoes, give them a chance.
I've been aware of sweet potatoes for a long time.
I have too.
I didn't know that there was a
Some people think just yams.
Yeah.
But I'm aware of the sweet potato.
Yeah. I first became aware of the humble sweet potato. Probably at a Thanksgiving when I was merely a child.
Interesting.
They've been around a while.
Let me tell you something.
Restaurants that have sweet potato fries.
Let me tell you something. If anything, people are very aware of sweet potatoes because there was a short period of time, back a couple of years, where they were pushing those sweet potato fries, sweet potato tots, sweet potato this, sweet potato that. And you know what? I don't want it all the time.
They're the most mid-fry.
Right. They're not
existence.
They're not a good fry.
No. They're not a good tater tot.
Sweet potato tots are better than sweet potato fries.
Right. It's still a low bar.
But right.
Potato is fantastic. But if you're not going to improve upon a tater tot, which is unimprovable,
the only way you can improve upon it is the accoutrement you put on top.
Yeah, you don't change the vessel.
Right.
You don't change the ingredients of a tater tot.
Tater tot's tater tot.
Yeah. And sweet potato, no. Sorry.
Yeah. So
they don't get crispy enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is also National Candy Day, National Chicken Lady Day.
Who's the chicken lady?
In honor of businesswoman and motivational speaker Dr. Marthina Tina Dupree.
Never heard of her.
Me either. So we can look that up. But the one that I tend to like a lot from this.
Yeah.
National Use Your Common Sense Day.
God forbid anybody does that. Ever.
Yeah. We need a little more of that.
I agree. Let's talk about that.
All right.
Yes. So
weird spot. What's your weird spot?
So many days. So many days.
Doing an uncomfortable.
I was in this weird spot where I can't move,
and
where anytime I did move, it was going against this, and it sounded like I was farting. And just wanted to.
Chair farts are the worst,
right? Because
because you're like, I didn't.
It's not me.
I didn't.
Believe me, if it was good,
yeah,
I'm gonna stay claim to it.
I feel the only thing worse than a chair fart is a shoe fart.
Shoe farts.
So the whole time you're walking.
Shoe farts are fun. I get those a lot.
Yeah.
And it's just the constant.
So anyway, Use Your Common Sense Day is celebrated annually on November 4th. The day is meant to remind people to use common sense in their daily lives, to make thoughtful decisions, to avoid danger, and take advantage of opportunities. I'm going to avoid danger today. I usually try and avoid danger every day. Common sense is the knowledge of... this is important.
Okay.
This is important.
Definition time.
Turn up your volumes, everyone.
Yes.
Pay attention.
Okay.
Common sense is the knowledge of basic facts and practical judgment that most adults should have. It is the applied knowledge of things that are sensible and simple. Like looking both ways before you cross the street. Being aware of yourself, others, and the environment. Avoiding impulsive decisions. Thinking before speaking.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Reading and researching facts from a variety of sources.
I know a lot of people, by the way, thinking before you speak,
yes,
or take action. A lot of people that employ the point, shoot, aim
yes
method.
Yes.
That's one of my faves.
And finally, assessing your personality, your own biases, and your problem-solving skills before engaging.
Interesting.
Yes. Common sense does not mean common practice.
I will drink to that.
I will as well.
Clinkety clink. You know who doesn't have a lot of common sense?
Who's that?
Doctors. Smart people.
Yes.
I don't mean to like shit on the doctors.
Well,
but
you're going to.
But I mean,
so let's have at it.
Well, it's not just doctors; it's just smart people in general.
Well, we happen to be involved with doctors, quite often that have a hard time grasping simple concepts, because their brains are wired to fix very complex things.
Right. They can shave a grape with a laser.
Yeah, and then sew the skin back on.
Right.
Without even touching the pulpy inside.
Exactly.
Yet they can't use a laser pointer.
Yeah.
Or advance a slide.
Right. The one that has
with a giant button.
A giant forward button.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But smart people in general. I just think that people use the excuse of, oh, their minds are always working.
Right.
I've never been excused or accused rather of being smart.
No, you've been excused for it, though.
I've been excused for it. I've never had an excuse or I've never been accused of being smart
before speaking.
I thought, but my mouth didn't receive that message.
Mine does that a lot.
It happened.
Yeah,
there was some kind of disconnect here.
Mine will
in the nasal passageway.
Mine will create words like on a very fast pace before the brain catches up.
Yeah.
And that'll happen to me quite a bit. And I'll find that I've been talking for a long period of time, yet have said nothing.
Yeah, we have an episode or two that we never put out.
Yeah,
that definitely happened.
Yeah, where I do that.
But yes, I do. Once again, I've never been accused of being smart, but my brain is always working and it's always got something.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to think that I have a decent amount of common sense.
I would say you do. And you know how I know you do? Because I traverse airports with you.
Ah, yeah. Oh man, if you want to find a complete absence of common sense, that's the place.
Yes,
that's the place.
Yes,
especially. I mean, we get to go to New York.
Mm-hmm.
We leave out of New York.
Yes,
which means you call it the melting pot, and I don't think it's because of different cultures. I think it's because of different levels of idiocy.
That's an arguable statement. I would back you on that.
Because there is, my goodness, the dumbest of the dumb that, like you say, traverse that airport.
Traverse the airport. Yeah.
But we've been to, like Kentucky, and we've been to Iowa.
Yep.
We've seen plenty of Florida men.
Yes.
In our days. And my goodness, that is the place. There's no spatial awareness either.
Very little spatial awareness. Yeah, well, there's a lot of main character syndrome, I think.
Oh, sure.
Where it's like, I'm walking this way because clearly there's a camera focusing on me right now, and I am the center of this frame.
What I always wonder, because here we are in the Americas,
Mm-hmm.
right? And because we're asshole Americans, we are, well, I don't want to do things the way the rest of the world do, so I'm going to drive on the right side, not on the left, because I want to be different.
Yeah.
Fuck the metric system.
Metric system is way better.
Don't get me started.
I'm not smart enough to do it.
Right.
But every time I've worked within those parameters, I'm like, this makes so much more sense.
Wait, you mean your freezing is 0? Screw that. 32. What? It's like, you idiots. But so we pick the right side of the road, right?
Right.
But at the airport, everybody walks on the left side.
That's true.
Or the middle.
Yep.
Or the right.
Yeah.
And
holding their bags to their sides.
And then some people are like, oh, well, it's an airport. People, international travel. No, this whole airport isn't full of international travelers. No, it's full of idiots.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm full of idiots. That bothers me.
The airport is a place
Walk
to go
on the right side. I'm trying to get through.
Pass on the left.
Pass on the left. Unless you're speaking a different language, I'm gonna give you a dirty look. If you're walking on the left side.
We've traversed airports intoxicated.
Yeah.
We can still figure it out.
We did.
But that's common sense.
We always figured that out.
Yeah.
And we've had delayed flights, and we've had the lounge treatments, and delays on top of that, and we've still managed to do our thing, and not get in anybody's way.
Yeah. So everyone, happy National Common Sense Day.
Yeah.
Figure your stuff out,
please.
Shout out and hello to our patrons over at patreon.com/baconismapod.
Yes.
We got Pinky and Joey, and we got Deafbird in the room. Good to see you. How we doing?
Deafbird says she feels attacked.
So yeah, I've had conversations with Deafbird about common sense before. Pointing just in a pointing out helpful way.
Okay.
Where I've been like, you're not exercising common sense currently. We need to change that.
Oh, I like that.
Right?
Wow.
Because she was like, I'm like Barbara Gordon once, and I was like, you are not like Batwoman at all.
Even before she got shot in the spine, or even after, rather.
Right.
Yeah. So again,
I've seen Deafbird just dancing in a walking down the street, flailing her arms about it, people having to dive out of the way. And it's good to see someone experiencing that much joy.
Free-spirited.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. But yeah, so we've had our common sense talks, and I think she's gotten better.
Well, I feel like common sense is something we're all born with. It's just a matter of finding it.
You don't think that's a learned thing? I feel like it's an experience thing. Like once you experience a lot of things, for me, common sense, I feel, is realizing that when you're talking about, if you're talking about like existential, like the world and big problems and stuff like that, why is this way? Why did this happen? I think common sense is being like, what's the absolute simplest explanation? And that's most likely what is the reasoning behind things that are happening.
Yeah.
Right. And as humans, we tend to want big, giant, fantastic explanations for things, which is why conspiracy theories run rampant and all that kind of stuff. Where it's like, if you take a couple seconds and look at it and you go, well, this conspiracy theory doesn't work with everybody that would have to be involved.
Right.
But this, like, oh, this was the simplest way to get to this solution. That makes sense. We're more likely there. That's the Occam's razor.
Okay.
So I think that on big things, but I think even like little things, it's when you find efficient ways of doing something, that's common sense, right? When you plan your morning and you're like, I lose my keys every morning. So you buy a little hook and you hang them so they're in the same place all the time. That's common sense. When you don't exercise that and you leave them in pants and under pillows and in couch cushions and things like that, you're not problem solving.
Right.
It's little things that you do to make your life easier, to expedite your journey through the day. Okay. I think that's common sense in one aspect to it, like on the granular level.
I always thought it was more of a little bit of an instinctual thing. Obviously, there's varying degrees, right? So, like a 2-year-old doesn't have common sense,
Sure.
right?
But they do have a survival instinct.
They do have instinct,
right? Yeah.
So I link it more with a little bit of instinct, and then just the ability to function easier in life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily find it as a learned thing, like I don't know.
I can see some of that. Like I think that there is like I think it's in our DNA to try and survive, to try and procreate, to find food. Like things like that are just kind of like in your DNA.
But like even like
there's
like
a lion, let me hide, like that.
Sure. Like the flailing about down the street, people moving out of the way and stuff like that. Like I feel like you don't necessarily get taught as a child, like, don't do that, otherwise you're going to punch people in the face by mistake.
Right. Okay.
It's something that evolves within you. It's the instinct that kind of evolves within you, I think.
See, I think that if you're a child, a lot of kids run around,
sure,
flail about and run into other people and run to strangers and stuff. And I think there's a lot of parents going, "Hey, don't do that. You can't do that here. Stay by us. Don't run to strange people. Don't swing around here. You might hit somebody." I think that does happen to kids. I don't have kids, so I don't know. So, I mean, have you had those talks with your kids?
My son has no spatial awareness.
Okay.
I've gotten knocked in the face with his big old head a number of times.
All right.
As soon as like last week. He overall has common sense, just no spatial awareness.
Okay. So
maybe I need to hammer that point home.
You might have to have that talk.
Might have to have that talk.
Doesn't seem like he's learning that one or
believe me. After getting hit in the nose by the back of a head for the third or fourth time, it was like, dude, okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm willing to.
He has a big head, though.
I know. I feel bad.
Well, yeah, it's clearly from you.
It's from me.
It's
not from Jen.
It's not from Jen. It's definitely from you. As a fellow big head,
yeah,
I get it. And when your body's really small, you're top heavy.
He doesn't have that big,
right? It's like a lead balloon.
Poor Gavin. He's a good kid.
Well, he doesn't have a lead balloon, but I'm saying, like, if you're holding a balloon and it's just like, that's a small body, big head. That's what it is. You're like, my neck gets such a workout.
He's not even here to defend himself.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about big heads.
Oh, okay. All right. He doesn't have that big head.
No, his isn't like either of ours.
No, it's not yet.
Well, he'll grow into it.
He'll grow into it. Yeah. He'll eventually.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
It's gonna be so hard to find hats.
Yeah.
If I find a hat, I buy all of them. I'm like, what style is this? I'm getting them all. I need choice in my life, and the only choice in my life gets to be color, I guess.
That's terrible. That's
once this style hits, there you go.
We tried on a lot of hats in Nashville.
We did. You can pull off a cowboy hat. You just got scared.
I did.
I think you should have got one.
You thought I should have gotten one. I was,
and we never tried on boots. We should have tried on boots.
We didn't try on boots. We should have gone back and tried on boots.
Yeah.
But we got rabbit slider instead.
We did rabbit sliders instead,
and that was delicious.
I think if I had tried on boots, if I had found one pair of boots that looked cool, I would have bought them. I would have just been like,
yeah.
I don't have a pair of these.
Well, you're more of a shoe guy than I
have these now.
You're definitely more of a shoe guy than I am.
Yeah.
I have dress shoes. I have just general shoes,
right,
that I wear. no matter what. It's my black Adidas hard tops, shell tops. The reason why is because they're fine in rain. They're fine in social gatherings. If I have to wear like black jeans and a collared shirt,
right,
I can wear them. People don't
work.
So it's black on black, shell top. Toes don't get wet when it rains. Those are my utility.
Nice. Okay.
I have my shoe shows, my show shoes.
Shoe shows.
It's something
It does.
going on.
There's the thing.
There's my show
Have a
shoes.
sip.
Yeah. Show shoes, which are fun Adidas ones. They're like cross between Adidas and Converse.
Oh, yeah.
They've got the like, they're kind of white and with like gray and black tie-dye-ish kind of, or smoky kind of look. It's pretty cool.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I get compliments on them.
Have I seen those? I feel like
I wear them every show.
Yeah, okay.
I wear them every show.
All right.
And people go, "Oh, those are cool shoes."
Nice.
They're my show shoes.
I can't picture them now, but I know I've seen them.
And then I have my rubber Adidas for my general.
Yeah.
That's
the GPU, general purpose usage.
Yeah, that's garbage got to go out. All right.
Yep.
Slip them on, walk out.
I got my house slippers.
Well, see, I have house slippers too, but I don't consider those shoes.
Oh, I have them like there's tread on them and stuff, so I can go outside with them. They're my
I don't
general purpose.
Go outside with them because I wear them around the house.
Right.
So I wear those to go outside.
Are you like I don't want to track outside inside?
Correct.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
I don't care. Jen does.
Gotcha. Okay.
But it doesn't make sense. It makes sense. I am a slipper guy though. Like I have a pair of studio slippers.
Slippers are nice.
And then I have house slippers. But
see, you got a lot of shoes too.
Those aren't shoes. They're slippers.
They're footwear. You have a lot of footwear.
I'll accept that. But and then you have to have open toe for the summer.
Yes.
Closed toe for the winter.
Sure. Yeah, I have a couple pair of open toes. I have What's up, guys? Are you a fan of Bacon Is My Podcast? And you're like, where can I find more stuff?
Well, we've got the site for you at baconismypodcast.com. That's where you can find literally everything. It's the portal to his stuff, my stuff, and our stuff, including Bacon's My Fashion.
You can find t-shirts, you can find hats, you can find all kinds of stuff to put on your body parts. You can also check out all of our awesome sponsors, get discounts. We always have the most recent and the best prices for you. And check it out also over at patreon.com/
Bacon Is My Podcast. Never changing.
Never changing. Find us at baconismypodcast.com. Thanks for checking it out, guys. And remember to ask yourselves,
what's your bacon?
World peace. There's 4 pairs of boots. Like I have the utility boots that are just, I have my Doc Martens that I've had forever.
Sure.
And then I've got some like thinner combat boots for like when it's hot out and I still want to wear boots, like for shows,
sure,
stuff like that. Then I have the winter boots that are like if it's snowy, then I can wear those with good traction, all that kind of stuff. I have a pair of like basically like motorcycle boots that looked really cool that I spent money on that I've never worn because once I got them, I was like, I can't wear these with anything. I look so dumb in these. They don't go with any outfit I wear because I don't wear enough. Like I don't wear a wallet chain anymore. I don't I'm not like in that
dude, bro.
Yeah, I don't have that. I don't have that aesthetic going on anymore. So they don't, and I'm not like goth metal enough for them either. But they're really.
You don't have any Warren Star shirts with you?
Not any. No.
Jeans.
No, I don't.
Nothing bedazzled.
Nothing bedazzled.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I
your Affliction shirts don't fit anymore. What's
I never had an Affliction shirt.
Neither did I.
Neither did I. I always thought those were dumb. And the tap out ones, and I didn't think they were dumb. Okay. They were just never my thing.
If you were a fighter walking to an octagon or some sort of fighting cage, okay, cool. If you are not a fighter walking to some sort of cage, you're just some dude just walking around in that shirt, Not cool.
Yeah.
Not cool.
Yeah, I was never Ed Hardy. I liked the artwork, but I didn't like the design of the shirts.
Okay.
I have an Ed Hardy leather jacket, and the reason that I have it is because I found it like on sale somewhere. So I got it for like $40, and there is not a graphic on it. It's just a solid gray leather jacket. And I never saw gray leather before.
Yeah.
When I saw it, and I was like, this is Ed Hardy. There's nothing on it. So I was like, this is mine. I got it.
That's awesome.
I like jackets too. I like, and I definitely brought up my bag obsession. I
Yeah,
have a
bags.
lot of like accessorizing obsessions. I also have a pair of Adidas that I've never worn. I have a pair of Adidas. They're the Forum shoes, the
Okay.
old school Forum shoes, the high tops.
Mhm.
They're the white high tops with the blue lines.
Oh, nice.
They're awesome. I always wanted them. I never wear them because I'm always afraid of scuffing them up.
Yep.
And I'm like, well, I need the right event to wear these at.
Sure.
I'm not going to wear them on stage because then I'll be walking around in a bar and they'll get scuffed. They'll get stuff on them. I don't want that. I don't know where or when I'm going to wear them.
Well, it won't be at a Diddy White party.
It will not. It will not. It will not. I've never been invited to one.
No, yeah.
And which I'm glad.
You're right. Right. Could have been in a freak out session.
I could have been in a freak out session.
Yeah. But it's all right.
Yeah, but
it happens.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Good thing.
Yeah, I never got I never got any of that stuff.
Yeah.
I never got any of that stuff.
Well, but we were
I did like
people, and people laugh at that too.
Right. Yeah. You're right. You're right. I always got the concert shirts, wrestling shirts, and now I'm into that
and wrestling shirts, dude. You want to be made fun of?
Oh yeah.
Wear a wrestling shirt to like high school.
Oh, I used to.
Yeah. No, I know. Me too.
Maybe I just ignored it.
Probably.
I think I ignored it. I used to wear my DX shirt all the time.
Yeah. Well, actually, no, because so I was in high school slightly before you.
Yeah.
So when you were in high school, everything was that. Everything.
I was in
DX
high school.
and Austin 316.
I was in high school during the Attitude Era.
Yeah. That's different.
Yeah.
I was in high school just before the Attitude Era.
Right. So that was lame.
So it was
incredible.
So my Bret Hart shirt didn't go over.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a Shawn Michaels. Was it a Shawn?
I had to wear like my Megadeth shirt the day after just to be like, no, man, I'm cool.
I got cred.
See?
I got cred.
I'm all right.
Yeah. I used to have.
Be like, name 3 songs.
I had a Road Dogg shirt.
Mm-hmm.
I had a DX shirt. I had a few DX shirts. I had a DX shirt during like the heel run, the initial heel run.
Okay, that's a good time to have one.
That was great.
I was just looking at our comments here, and I see these people on TikTok cut the bottoms out of their shoes so they can walk barefoot but still be allowed in stores. Gross.
That's terrible.
Gross.
I knew
all y'all barefoot people, like in your yard, cool. That's awesome.
Sure, yeah. Get grounded to the earth. That's cool.
Yeah. Feel the vibes of the grass and whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
Right. Step in dog shit. Whatever.
Yeah.
But like,
between the toes. Oh my god. Sorry.
Yeah, I had a pool in the backyard. I know all about that. You get out of the pool and you run into the yard and you're like, oh. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. And then you can't jump back in the pool.
No, you can't.
That's straight to the hose.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like the barefoot thing, man, like in public places and it's really bad for your feet on hard surfaces.
Yes.
Right?
It is.
People are like, we were meant to go barefoot. Yeah, we weren't meant to have roads. So if you're walking the dusty trail barefoot, okay, sure, it's uneven ground. You walk on sand, you walk on dirt.
Sure.
Yeah, that's good for your feet. You're using all the muscles, you're stretching them out, all that stuff. We have made really hard level surfaces to walk on because we're aliens and we're destroying
we're destroying
the earth.
We're depleting our resources.
Yeah, we don't like how anything is.
Right.
Like it's I can't remember what comedian. I think it's Louis C.K. was like, we don't like this. We don't like the earth. Everything needs to be 72 degrees, flat surface, right angles. So I went to the podiatrist and I was like, I try and be barefoot as much as possible. Should I get barefoot shoes? Because it was like, you have plantar fasciitis and you have bone spurs in your foot. And I was like, oh man, what do I do? Should I be barefoot more? And he was like, no. And I was like, should I get barefoot shoes? And he was like, not at all. Like what? You need like insoles with arch support that stretch your feet and you need to wear them at all times. And you should never be barefoot in the house ever. Yeah. Always have a slipper or something on. He's like, if you want to go barefoot out in the yard, cool, that's good. Go run on the beach and be in the sand and everything. That's great. But like, he's like, no, man, you're destroying your feet by hitting hard surfaces with them. Like, and also, even if you don't believe any of that, because you're not using your common sense, it's gross. You're gross.
Yeah. I actually used to
walk through a store barefoot, you're gross.
You want to hear something wild? Used to have a customer back when I was in the roofing industry, and my dad was a salesman as well, and he was basically he was a caveman. It's like when he walked in, he looked like Captain Caveman from Flintstones. The
pro-magged out, big forehead.
Oh yeah,
large eyebrow bones.
Like eyebrow bones were, yeah, for sure.
Gotcha. Okay.
That dude, never seen anything like it. Used to walk around on roofs bare feet.
What?
Yup.
Roofs are hot.
Used to walk around on pitched roofs barefoot.
It's like walking on hot sandpaper.
Yeah. Yep. And he would walk on roofs that were being done too.
That sounds like something you put someone through in like a contest.
So like the roof would be taken off and he'd go up there and he'd go walk on the roof with bare feet. And we're talking about like either bare plywood or bare old wood or wood that had fucking tar paper tacked onto it.
Ugh.
Like that's what he used to do.
And nails and staples.
Exactly. Yeah. He used to
tar paper, just gooey. Ugh.
Yep.
And they don't do that in the winter.
Oh no, they do.
Well, but I thought it was more of a summer gig.
If you're a roofer, you do it all year round.
Well, yeah, I guess when people need that.
If you're one trick pony, either in February.
Either way, in the winter, the coldest place to be barefoot,
it's your roof.
The roof.
Yep.
The hottest place in the summer to be barefoot, roofs are dark.
Mm-hmm.
It's like dark sandpaper in the hot sun.
He was a wild dude.
Wow.
Wild dude.
That's a man's man.
Yeah. Yeah. I
built of iron and brawn.
That dude ended up having a stroke. Right?
Wow. Okay.
And his son took over his business. And he came and he's like, guys, my dad had a stroke, blah, blah, blah. 2 days later, he comes walking into the office. And he's like, hey, guys, what's going on? And we're like, hey, how you feeling? Are you doing all right?
Right.
It's like, yeah, I'm fine. I just need this, and this. So we're like, all right, cool. He had an account, so he didn't have to pay money or anything like that. So he just put his order in, sent them out. Half hour later, his son comes in. He's like, did you see my dad? And we're like, yeah, why? He's like, he's supposed to be in a hospital still.
Oh, my God.
That dude.
He's one of those.
He ended up finding him at a job site. He basically went into their office, found like a little repair job that needed to be done, walked into the office, took the card out of the whatever their system is, took it out, got into his pickup truck, went to do the job. It was like a couple of bundles of shingles. A bundle of shingles is like 80 pounds.
Right.
And he went and he lugged 3 things up the ladder.
Dude, that is what?
Yeah.
Why?
He's like, guys, he's not supposed to be driving for another 2 months because of what happened. And I was like, holy shnikes. Are you kidding me? He's like, did he say where the job was? And luckily, because we used to have to put like a PO or something.
Right.
And we're like, we need like a street name or whatever. So like he gave us a street name. So he was able to find him just from a street name.
That is crazy.
Yeah. Wild dude.
I mean, I got respect for that. That's you
and the other thing is too, he was
like, man,
also
take care of
short.
yourself.
He was shorter than me. Just
Just a little
very stocky, shorter than me.
Little stocky barefoot dude.
Yeah. Captain Caveman. Yeah.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah. How do we feel about those shoes that you put your toes into?
I personally am not a fan.
Mhm.
I've tried them. I tried them on because I was like, would I enjoy this?
Yeah.
Because I do like shoes with a wide toe box.
Okay.
I like to spread my feet out if I can. I don't like that crunching them together.
Mhm.
And all I did growing up was wear like Converse. So it's
Yeah.
like I got so used to that it was like the first time they looked like Frankenstein shoes to me.
Where
the
it was
first
just
time,
kind of like
the first time I put on like shoes with a big front, I'm just like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, the toe shoes, I don't know. I've also tried the ninja shoes where it's just it's 2 things that split your toe in the middle, and it's like, this is weird.
Yeah. My brother-in-law wore toe shoes to my wedding because he's just he that's all he wore. He couldn't wear other shoes.
Okay, so back to common sense. Like, it doesn't matter if that's all you got. If you wear the thing that is appropriate for the event that you are wearing the thing to.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Were they shiny dress shoes with a bunch of toes? I'm doubting it.
They were light gray with orange and yellow line.
Right. So they were
details.
They were barefoot.
Details.
They were,
if you will.
They were the Vibram barefoot toes. Yeah,
yes.
So
I can't do those, by the way.
No.
And nothing in between my feet. My toes.
Oh, okay. I've used the little toe spreaders before. Right? It's like the little jelly things that you put in there that's supposed to kind of like spread them out to stretch your feet out.
No.
I tried them and I was like,
no.
It's weird, but it's all right.
Yeah. I can't do thongs. Like thong flip-flops.
Oh, I thought you were like, I was like, so not the feet or the ass. All right.
Hey, listen. You know I do the one.
I was like, I'm pretty sure I've seen a T-back coming just under your T-shirt. See?
I said the toes. No, the thong.
Right, I got you.
Oh my God. And you know what's funny is the cheaper.
I didn't know that about you. That's great.
Oh my God, the cheaper the flip flop, the worse it is. Like if it's like a hard plastic, like some of the the Hitman ones, they'll have that like nice PVC thing around it.
Right.
I mean, you still put it in. It's like, but the cheaper ones where it's just like that really cheap foam, where it has that like it's like a waffled surface,
right?
And then like the cheap plastic and the little bottom that sticks.
That scratches. That's a scratchy thing.
Yeah, well, you put it in your toes and it has like 2 lines kind of sometimes, and you put it in between. You put it between your toes, and it's so fucking gross. It's so gross.
That's hilarious.
But also,
oh man,
no toe shoes.
I can't wait till the next time like we share a room and you fall asleep first.
If you put anything in between my toes,
you're gonna wake up with like French fries.
Oh my God. You're making me wig out. You're making me wig out, sort of.
It's all right. I'll film it, guys.
Oh, no, don't do that, please. I can feel it. Oh, I hate thinking about. I don't like thinking about the in betweens of my toes either.
All right. Yeah.
I like because I'm thinking about it.
So have you ever
and they're tingly.
have you ever gotten like a foot massage like at a place?
I've never done an actual foot massage.
Okay.
I've done a full body massage where they've touched my feet.
They've hinted at the feet.
I
do not like your feet rubbed and stuff like that.
No. So feet are gross.
Not a foot guy. Okay.
Feet are gross.
Annie has the same thing. She thinks feet are gross.
Yeah, feet are gross.
Yeah.
People with the foot fetish thing, I don't get it.
I don't get the foot fetish thing. Like I don't see toes and be like, I want to put that in my mouth. Like I don't see that. And I don't like look at my toes and be like, I want to put that in your mouth or your butthole or whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I don't understand that part of the fetish. But man, a foot rub, oh, dude. I will pay more than good money.
I don't mind foot rubs when it's done professionally. But don't go in between my toes, please.
Right. Yeah. No, okay.
Yeah, like
they don't spend a lot of time in between the toes when they do.
Don't spend any time.
They'll oil their fingers up and they'll hold hands with your feet.
Yeah, no, I asked them just not between
they'll just
the
be
toes.
like lubed up.
Yeah, no, they whenever they ask if I ever get a massage, it's always like, is there any like don't go between my toes.
I will pay extra for them not to touch my back or legs or arms, and I'll just be like, do the hour on the feet.
Huh.
Just
yeah.
And I like it is the greatest, most wonderful feeling.
Yeah, I'm just not.
I'll shut down the minute someone like grabs my foot and starts to do it. I'm just like, okay.
Pinky, note to self: buy Mikey flip flops for Christmas. I do have flip flops.
Right.
They are the complete over.
Right. Yeah. One strappers.
Anything with the thong, it'll go right in the garbage. Not even. I appreciate people's generosity, but right in the garbage.
So gloves for the feet.
Ugh. 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 It's so gross. Oh, my feet! Like I feel like the tingling. Like there's like a tingling in my feet that I'm kind of like. It's getting me squirming. It's gross.
This has gotten you more than any food we've eaten.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Right. You deadpan everything he says. So now you've let me in on your weakness.
I know. Crap. Let's do the death nut now.
You're gonna wake up with a death nut between your little toe and the toe next to it.
The little toe and the one next to it.
So we are gonna try something now. We're gonna get out of this and we're gonna try something amazing.
Okay.
I brought this.
Mm-hmm.
These are turtle chips. Turtle chips, cocoa churros, right? Let's see if there's any kind of story. I haven't looked. Composed of 4 crunchy layers, harmonizes blends in the flavor of choco churros. Now, I love churros.
We have had life-changing churros.
We have had the best churro on earth.
It was life-changing.
It was. I have never been able to have a churro come even close afterwards. I don't even enjoy them as much as I used to.
I am not a dessert guy, and that churro was probably one of the top 3 things I've ever had in my mouth.
Dude, incredible. Now, these turtle chips are characterized by rich texture and double flavor because they create the feeling of eating several chips with only one bite.
We all stack chips.
Yeah. So,
I've never had turtle chips.
I will show everybody.
Deaf Bird is saying turtle chips are so good.
Oh, nice.
Her roommate got her into them, and that is pretty awesome. What are some other flavors of turtle chips? Because
what are some?
I'm curious.
Because I don't know.
I'm very curious.
But these.
Oh, it's like folded over potato chips, and those are the money chips. When you have like a solid,
smell them. What do you smell?
Cocoa Puffs.
Cocoa Puffs. Cheers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, those are nice.
Oh, yeah. Those are good.
You know what's awesome about this? It's not our last show.
All right.
Hey guys, guess what we're gonna do the next hour? Eat this whole bag.
Yeah, this whole bag's going down.
Wow.
They're so
Now-
good, man.
They look nothing like what you see on the front.
No, they absolutely do not. Yeah,
I love the texture too.
I do too. It's really good. Yeah, look, see a little puff there, and what they look
It's almost like a
I
pastry.
mean, I guess they kind of do. Yeah, it is very much like a pastry.
Well,
Oh, they're great.
I was talking about
There's
kettle.
like just enough cinnamon.
Yeah.
And just enough chocolate.
I was talking a little bit about the fold over chip because kettle cooked chips. When you get those nice fold over
The
chips,
foldovers are the best. Yeah. Yeah.
give me a kettle cooked chip that looks like a marble.
Or I like when the two get stuck together in the fold over, so that you got
Yeah.
a quad fold.
Yes,
Those are magical.
those are pretty spectacular. I love that.
These are great.
Yeah, thank you for getting those. Where did
These
you
are
find
great.
them?
I found them online. I was watching. So Good Mythical Morning does a show on their YouTube called Last Meals, where they get people on and ask them what their last meal would be, and then they serve it to them, and they just have a conversation about everything from like death and all that kind of stuff to just whatever they're doing in life, right? And it's the mythical kitchen chef that makes all the
Okay.
weird stuff. Anyway, so it was one of the kid from Stranger Things,
I'm gonna do Jameson test.
I
by the way.
believe. I think he was the one that had these on here, and he was like, someone brought me these once, and I've been addicted to them ever since. And I saw it, and they were talking about how good they were, and I was like, I immediately looked it up, and I was like, we got to try those on the show, because that just the idea
Yeah.
of this, when I heard it, I was like, I need an excuse to buy 3 bags. So I bought 3 bags and brought one.
Whiskey test.
I don't know if this is going to work out.
I don't think it will. I think this is going to be a bad idea.
Let's do it.
Nope.
Wait.
Nope.
Wait. No.
No.
No. Oh, no. There's a bad after. Ooh.
Yeah, it makes Jameson taste like gasoline.
It does. It does. It tastes like gasoline smells.
Yeah.
Ooh.
My goodness.
Ooh.
Nope. Don't do that, guys.
Ooh. Yeah, that's rough. That gets worse as it goes.
Drink some water with this one.
Or milk.
Mm.
Pour a bowl of these.
Don't do Pepsi Cola either.
Yeah.
Because it'll ruin the sweetness of this. We've got some flavors.
Throw these in some milk.
Okay.
And like
Sweet corn / corn soup. That's the original.
oh wow, okay.
Okay.
Cinnamon sweet soybean.
Okay. Chocolate churros, sweet vanilla shrimp, seaweed, truffle, flaming.
Hold on. There's
Himalaya
no.
pink.
It's,
So
Deaf Bird, I need to know where commas need to be. Right? We need punctuation in this. What's so sweet corn soup, I'm guessing. Cinnamon is probably its own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet soybean is probably its own thing. Chocolate churro, sweet vanilla is probably its own thing.
Uh-huh.
Shrimp seaweed is probably its own thing.
No, I think because
Shrimp seaweed truffle.
I think anything that doesn't have a space is a new flavor. So shrimp,
that makes sense.
seaweed, truffle, flaming. What's mala pink?
See, I think flaming mala pink sounds like a word. Like
Flaming mala, and then pink Himalayan. Okay.
Yeah. Steak wasabi,
Cheddar cheese,
and flaming lime.
flaming lime. Well, I think we should try some of those.
I think we need to try some of those. Yeah, 100%.
I will look them up. We will get
I'm a fan of the texture.
it's very you're a tiramisu guy,
Yes.
and that's what this texture reminds me of.
Tiramisu is my favorite dessert.
No, it's also really great. Tartufo.
Yeah.
Jen and I just got a horchata and chocolate tartufo.
Horchata is a fall flavor that we didn't get into.
Really?
Right? We didn't really talk about it.
Oh,
And I know that you love it, and I love it.
I don't know if I don't associate it with the fall because it is Mexican in origin.
Yeah,
and
it's all year round,
right.
But
for
here
them.
it's more seasonal.
But I had it at a coffee shop. I had nice coffee during the summer, so that's immediately how it clicks.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they came out with the Blue Moon version of the Blue Moon horchata,
Yeah,
that was in the summer as well.
Was that a summer one?
That was a summer one. So I don't associate it with the fall.
I wonder why I'm associating it with fall then.
Because
maybe
vanilla,
because
cinnamon.
of the cinnamon. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, I could be wrong about that. I'm trying to remember when we had it. No, because I think we used to get it at the bar in the fall.
Yeah. Well, you know how they roll out beers.
Yeah.
So like, you have to have it in the stores
right
2 months before.
Right. That's true.
Or a month before, whatever it is.
Right.
So I associate it with the summer, but it's very possible.
Either way, it's a delicious.
I will say,
it's my favorite.
I embraced the for team apple cinnamon.
Mm-hmm.
I did apple cinnamon pork chops this week.
Oh man, that sounds good.
And sweet Jeebus. That was a fan favorite. That was a family favorite. Lacey, my 8-year-old, she's small. She is thin.
Mm-hmm.
She eats like a bird.
Yes.
She ate the whole damn pork chop.
Wow.
Like 1 inch thick, nice size pork chop with the slices of apple and everything. She's like, "Can you make this every night?" And I was like, "So all I have to do is put sugar on things for you to eat anything I cook? All right, well, fine.
There you go.
Whatever." So yeah, team apple cinnamon, baby.
Okay. I like apple cinnamon Cheerios.
Those are great.
I like Apple Jacks.
What about? Here's another fun one. The rice cakes.
Oh yeah,
apple cinnamon rice cakes.
I haven't had those.
What?
Cinnamon ones? I haven't had apple cinnamon ones.
Oh my goodness! I'm gonna see. I have these bags. They're like little bags of like poppers. Rice cakes are this big.
Yeah.
I
did I have?
Chocolate, cinnamon. Oh no, that was the drizzles.
Oh, yeah.
And that doesn't have to do with diarrhea.
Right.
It has to do with the drizzle of chocolate. Or cinnamon or whatever. But fancy. No, apple cinnamon. Oh man, I have to also. She might have eaten all of them.
That's fair.
But if I have one, I'll bring one out.
All right.
All right. Apple cinnamon on those is pretty darn good. Yeah.
I'm an apple cinnamon fan.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of cinnamon. I put cinnamon in everything.
She also did
cinnamon in my coffee. Yeah.
I woke up to let the dogs out, and Lacey's watching TV in the living room, and I look over, and she's got toast. She looks up. "Hey, Daddy. Good morning. Hey, sweetie. What are you eating?" She's like, "I did toast with butter, but I put cinnamon on it." She's like, "It's cinnamon. I made cinnamon toast."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Because we ran out of cinnamon toast crunch cereal." She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "My girl."
That is common sense.
Well, bam. Call that
wrap it up.
Comeback. Don't call it a comeback. Call it a wrap it up.
Yep, that's how we're wrapping this up.
Guys, thank you for joining us. Always remember to ask yourself one super important question. What's your turtle?
What's your turtle?
Chips.
Yeah. And what's your bacon? Use your common sense. Happy Common Sense Day. Do something today that makes sense.
Or don't.
Or research a different source.